Good morning, students. Today we will restart our novel Around the World in 80 Days, written by Jules Verne. Earlier, we have finished first 10 chapters of the novel, in which we find out that a bank robbery took place, and when the discussion was going on, the main character Phileas Fogg made a bet with his fellow members of Reform Club to travel around the world in 80 days. And with whom he went? He went with his newly appointed friend servant Passepartout. Okay, so later on it was revealed that the blame of the robbery is also on Phileas Fogg, that he is the bank robber, and the detective started following him. The name of detective is Detective Fix. Okay, so he just waited for the arrest warrants to arrest Phileas Fogg, but till 10 chapter he was not able to collect the arrest warrant so that he could arrest Phileas Fogg in the charge of the bank robbery. Okay, so Phileas Fogg, Passepartout, and uh, Mr. Fix, they reached India. India at that time was slave of British Empire. Okay, so when they just went there, okay, they reached there in India, they met another man named Sir Francis. Okay, so what happened, that we'll find out in our 10th chapter, that is Fogg, Francis, Passepartout take an elephant ride. Okay, so Brigadier General Sir Francis Cromarty, a whist partner on the ship, accompanied Mr. Fogg. Whist, the game, that card game that Phileas Fogg used to play. Okay, this Brigadier General Sir Francis also played whist on the ship. Okay, they traveled silently. He considered Fogg a very strange man because of a wager. Okay, wager is servant. He was there with his servant. The next morning, on October 21, Passepartout woke up and could not believe he was actually crossing the land of India in a train. The plantation, palm trees, picturesque bungalow gladdened his heart. Gladdened means made happy. He bought a pair of Indian slipper at Burhanpur, Madhya Pradesh. Now he took a plan of his master seriously and started worrying about the possible delays. Okay, so he enjoyed the sceneries, he enjoyed the plantation, eat and everything. He did shopping also, passport out. Now he started taking his journey seriously. Okay, at 8 o'clock in the morning, the train stopped. The guard passed along the carriages shouting, "All change, all change." Passport out jumped from the train and returned almost immediately shouting, "Sir, that's the end of the railway." Okay, train stopped. They were there, they were crossing India on a train, and train stopped because that was the end of the railway. Both Sir Francis and Mr. Fogg go out to question the guard. They were informed that a line of some 50 miles was still to be laid till Allahabad. Okay, they were moving towards Allahabad, and there till Allahabad railway line is not there. Therefore, the passenger had to find means to transform from Colby to Allahabad. Sir Francis was furious, means angry, but Mr. Fogg was calm. He had foreseen this delay in some form or other. The passengers got down to secure any kind of convenience like bullock carts, planquins, ponies, and other vehicles. Sir Francis and Mr. Fogg found nothing and decided to walk. So the passengers, they arranged the convenience for them like horse cart, bullock cart, ponies, and other vehicles, but both Mr. Fogg and Francis didn't find anything and they decided to walk. Passepartout, meanwhile, had gone into the village nearby and seen an elephant, but its owner refused to have it on hire. He was not tempted even at 40 pounds per hour. Then Fogg wanted to buy it for £1,000, but the owner still did not want to sell it. Fogg, against the advice of St. Francis, went on offering more money, and ultimately the greedy owner settled for £2,000. Nothing else Passepartout find out. He found out an elephant. Okay, they tried to convince the owner to sell the elephant, but he was not convinced. He was not even giving them it on hire. Okay, so he was a greedy man. He agreed £2,000. Phileas Fogg gave him and he sold his elephant. Okay, so Passepartout was aghast. Aghast means very sad, disappointed. My God, he exclaimed, "What a prize! They could get a mahat." Mahat means the person who ride the elephant. Okay, who readied the elephant, purchased some provisions, and mounted on its back. Fogg paid the owner with banknotes, offered to carry San Francisco to Allahabad and left small town at 9 o'clock. Okay, they purchased each and everything and they left the small town. Okay, with the help of this video, understand